It's time for Tell TJ, and what a story. We know it's going to give you a little Monday motivation. How one woman jumped into action to serve her community during the pandemic while inspiring a whole lot of people along the way, including TJ Holmes, who is about to give one incredible doctor there in Philadelphia quite a surprise. Hey there, TJ.
Yeah, guys, we have a very special surprise. There's a reason I'm hiding behind a van right now. We'll explain that in just a second when I go meet up with this wonderful doctor's husband is going to help us pull off the surprise. But first, take a look at her story. Dr. Ayla Stanford is a highly sought-after pediatric surgeon in Philadelphia. But she put that life on hold when COVID hit, so she could become a lifeline for the city's black and brown communities hit hard by the pandemic.
The communities have been left behind for years.
One of the issues that was pretty blatant was the fact that in order to get a COVID test, they had to have a car to drive up, and there were areas where people had to take a bus to get there and were not allowed to get tested because they weren't driving.
You had a huge population of people who essentially were not able to get tested.
People of color are more likely to have pre-existing conditions like high blood pressure, diabetes, and obesity, and less likely to have health insurance.
We're dying and being infected 2 to 3 times higher than others.
I can remember talking to my sister on the phone, she in tears, and she said, we just have to do something about it.
So what did she do? Rented a van and brought the testing to the people for free, popping up in church parking lots, rec centers, spots in the most underserved communities.
You can't do better than this lady here.
She said, we're going to give people the care that they probably have never received, that they deserve.
Within a week, she formed the Black Doctors COVID-19 Consortium, recruiting an army of doctors, nurses, medical students, and professionals that in the past year have administered more than 24,000 COVID tests and now over 40,000 vaccines throughout Philadelphia.
Good morning. This is my office where I typically see patients for pediatric surgery, but it has turned into COVID-19 Central. Dr.
Stanford, well, became a bit of a rock star.
This is Dr. Stanford. It's positive that we come get tested by her. She's a good sister.
She's the epitome of caring about your community.
To many people in this community, she is their savior.
Shelley Gaither's father is an organ transplant recipient and an essential worker. She says doctors told the family that if he got COVID, he'd likely die.
There was no place where we could go that was bringing it to the people in our community except her. She saved his life. She saved our family. Thank you. Thank you so much, because to you, we matter.
Even West Philly native, the great Patti LaBelle, got her shot thanks to the doc.
Dr. Stanford is so special because she cares about the world. She calls me a celebrity. She's the diva. She is the celebrity of life. I love you so much for keeping me alive.
She is to be praised. She belongs in the history books.
And her family couldn't be prouder.
We love you, Mom.
We are all forever changed because of you.
Ayla, God bless you, and I love you.
I'm proud beyond all recognition of what you have done, but I'm even prouder of what you're gonna do.
And we did it, so.
Wow, okay, so was it a long process that you had to
it was
go
like
She has no idea. Hi there, Dr. Stanford. I'm TJ Holmes from Good Morning America, and that is
my husband.
Your husband.
How are you?
Okay, I'm sorry, but that whole interview you did was fake.
Was
This is now live on Good Morning America right now. You're asking, I'm usually in New York. Yes, I am.
Hi.
But you are live on Good Morning America right now. And we are here because the whole country just saw and heard your story about what you've been doing here in Philadelphia. The entire country just saw it. And your friends, your family, your staff, your husband helped us pull this off because they wanted to say thank you. So it's not just Philly now. The whole country is aware of what you've been doing here.
Okay.
So to further your work, I know the work will continue. You're actually working today. This is a vaccination site. Now, you didn't even see the story, but there's something welling up in you. What is that?
Jesus.
Yes. We're at a church.
Yes. Grateful.
that you guys got this over on me, because usually I know everything that's happening. That you are standing here.
I'm here, yes.
We've looking quite dapper.
Well, thank you, ma'am.
And yes.
Okay. Well, you're at a loss for words. He told us you had a little bit of an attitude this morning, but we kept changing the schedule on you. Like, what is this about?
I did.
We know your work will continue, but I want you to tell the country something. 8% of the vaccines that have been handed out in this country go to African Americans. But at your sites, what's the percentage of African Americans being vaccinated?
75%.
You hear that?
75% African American and 82% people of color, because we are intentional about it. We are intentional. Every day we were from our inception, and we will continue, because the rates of African Americans and black and brown people is disproportionate in the impact and the death. So that is why we were formed.
There is that passion. We know you're going to continue to work. You've been doing this for about a year, doing testing and vaccinations, but to continue that work, a lot of people just need money.
That's right.
So we came with some money. Visible, a Verizon-owned company here. They actually are donating $10,000 to your efforts.
Thank you.
They are also donating 20 cell phones with months of data, and you can tell that's going to help out as well.
Oh, yes.
For what you're doing. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
But that's not it. The city of Philadelphia is doing something as well. This neighborhood that you have helped so much, you are getting your own street here in this community, dear lady. This is real. This is an actual street sign, and it's going up in this neighborhood. Yes, you can feel it. You can touch it. It's
oh my God.
In this neighborhood. Congratulations. Your staff. But we got one last surprise. Okay. One last one. If you can come over here with me. Come here for the last one. All right, Robin, I'll toss it back to you guys. Enjoy the parade.
To see a parade like that, they're showing their gratitude, and her expression and what she said, having the facts like that, having the numbers like that, knowing, and I love how she said intentional. They are intentional there in that community. It is working. It is working. That was a good tell, TJ. They're all great, but that one was special. And I always felt, you're live on GMA. To be able to gather your composure like that as she did, but and our thanks to our wonderful station there in Philadelphia as well for helping us.